Hi everyone, welcome to the channel and welcome back to July's Global Monthly Video Hop Collaboration. And for July, the theme, is technique. So I'm keeping it simple. I'm going to make a two-stage stamped card using my Stamparatus, keeping it really simple and just showing you how easy it is to use that piece of equipment. Must have for every craft space, in my opinion. I just love mine. Anyway, before I start, please don't forget to pop your follow the links in the description box below and go and support the other video bloggers, hoppers that are in this collaboration today. Give us a little thumbs up and subscribe if you like what you see too. Any help is much appreciated. And yeah, enjoy all the different projects today, sorry. It might be tonight where you're watching in the world, but okay. So what I'm doing is I have a piece of card that measures 8 by 8, okay, and I am going to fold it in half and I'm going to make a DL card. So this is just measuring 8 by 4 in inches. I then have a matte black, basic black matte layer that is, what is that now? It is, what did I do it? 7 3/4 by 3 3/4, and then this is 7.5 by 3.5. Okay, so we're going to stamp this first. Okay, and unfortunately I do need a sympathy card. I don't have to make these very often at all. So what I've done is, with all my Stampin' Up stamps, sometimes if I'm not feeling too creative, what I'll do is I'll get a little supply of ready-made sentiments done. I really like white embossing onto black. So here's my sympathy folder. I've not got a lot in here. There's only, I think, three sentiments. So, well, there's 4. So let me see now. I will bring out, because I'm using a matte black layer, I am going to use one of these 3 black ones. Okay, so one says, there are no words. My precious memories bring peace and comfort. The loss is immeasurable, but so is the love left behind. So I'll just pop those off to the side just now. Pop that back in my little organizer. And I thought I would come back to an old-time favourite from last year's catalogue, which is in this year's as well, which is Painted Puppies. I think it's just a really nice card. I was going to use Poppy Parade because it's a poppy colour, but I'm actually going to make this a little bit more subtle in colour. So I am going to go with, what will I go with? I am going to go with Soft Sea Foam, just to make it nice and subtle. You don't want it jumping out too much. Right, okay. So this is really easy. Now these are red rubber cling stamps, so I do not need the deluxe foam mat. Okay, and excuse the mess of this, let me get a little fresh one. So I don't know if you're aware, but you can actually order these gorgeous little Stamparatus grid papers, and they're metric and imperial. Is that the right saying? Always get it wrong. Okay, so there's a nice little fresh one. You can always flip it over once this side gets altered too. Right, so what we want to do is we want to get our card in position. Okay, so I'm going to do it, now it's lining up okay with my grid lines here. What I'm going to do is, with my first plate, I am going to stamp the main image. Now, I was originally going to do this and then stamp on top with this to fill it in, but I'm actually going to use this little one. Give me a second, I'll pop these back. Don't want them sticking to other things. So I'm going to stamp this in black, and then I'm going to use this gorgeous little kind of like paint splatter graffiti type infill, and I'm going to stamp that on the top so it's really nice and subtle. You can use that there for on top of any of these as well. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to position this right about here, making sure it's nice and straight. I'm just going to lift it up with plate 1. Okay, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to stamp it in black first. Okay, and then I'll show you how I'll set up for the second plate. And this is good as well if you're wanting to do batch making. So I'm just adding some black ink on there. Let me move this up ever so slightly, I do apologise. Okay, like so. I'm going to do that twice because I think I need to re-ink my Memento black pad. Okay, so there we have the first image. Okay, so what we would do is we would line up our second stamp. Okay, let's get the second plate, which goes in at the top. You can do it left and right, or you can do top and bottom, or either or. Okay, so I'm just going to pop that down and lift it. Okay, so you can see here how there's the first stamp on there, and this is the second one. Okay, now, because I'm only making one card, I'm going to remove that plate just now. And I'm going to bring this round so that you can actually see what I'm doing. Okay, I don't need the black ink. I'm going to pop this away. Like I say, you could do this with any of your stamp sets. Really nice and quick and easy. And these are really useful if maybe your hands aren't doing as they are told, because sometimes I get wonky hands and they don't seem to do what I would like them to do, or sometimes I can get shaky hands depending on my fatigue levels. So this is a good way for precision stamping. I mean, if your hands are good, these are good as well, our blocks, because you can see where you're stamping as well. However, especially batch making, this is a perfect way to do it. So you can see that was really easy and simple. Now, what I'll quickly do is I'm just going to clean my stamp on both of my plates. Okay, I'm going to remove this. And I'm just going to show you again how this works. So we have 2 hinges. So you'd put your first one down, and then you would put your second one down. Then you would remove your paper. You'd add your next card front on your mat, and you would re-ink, and you would do it again. And the thing is, you can chop and change your colours as long as you're clean in between. And just all I would say is be careful you don't make these too inky. And make sure the plate's nice and clean round about it in between cards, because we wouldn't want any ink dents, as in inky accidents. So, like I say, a really basic card, folks. So I'm just going to take that out. I'm going to put my deluxe foam mat back in. Now, you do get a foam mat with this. It's just ever so slightly thinner than this. However, this is a cleanable top, and it's got the grid lines and stuff. So this is the deluxe one that you could buy separate. Okay, so they all go in there. On the back, we have 1 spot for magnet, and we have 2. Now, again, if your fingers are a little temperamental at times, I would recommend covering these in washi tape and having a little flap that you can easily pick up, like so, instead of trying to kind of do this. So it's really good if you don't have a lot of strength in your hands. Right, so let's bring the card back in. How simple yet stunning is that? Absolutely gorgeous. Right, okay, let's do this. Let's get this stuck down. This is going to be mailed away to, unfortunately, to one of my colleagues, so so sad, so sad. Okay, so there is that one there. Then we're going to layer this up, and I think you'll agree, nice and simple for the occasion, which is a very sad one. However, this would also work for a thinking of you card, or hello, or thank you, or anybody that likes poppies. You could also use the other stamps to add some more texture around about your image if you like. But for today's project, nice and simple, just really to show you how to use that stamp apparatus. Now, because this is a DL card, these two are quite clearly too big. Okay, now we have an option. We could cut this down and have it to the side, or we could just use a little one. So I'll just use a little one, which is easier, and then I'll pop those back in there. I do need to fill this up because do some other colours and what have you. So this is it here, and it says there are no words. Now this is one of the sets that's retiring. It's one of the many messages stamp sets. So I'm going to pop that on there. I'm just simply going to pop it on with glue, keep it nice and flat. Okay. And I'm just going to pop that there like so. You can add ribbon or whatever you feel would complement the card. But there we go, a nice, simple, discreet yet stunning sympathy card. Okay folks, I hope you enjoyed watching. I know it's a really simple project, but like I say, start off simple, and if you're new to card making, that is really how easy it is. And if I genuinely feel if you have the right tools to hand and coordinating products, that makes the creations much more easier to make, because a lot of the work's already done for you. Okay folks, thank you so much. Please don't forget to go and check out the other video hoppers in the description box, and we would love to see you subscribe to our channels. Thanks again, and whatever your plans are for the rest of the day or the evening, have a good one, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye now.